Izenda's Report Designer gives users a comprehensive inventory of tools that can be used to customize and create modern-looking grids, charts, and other data visualizations. This video will be a guide to help users designing reports create eye-catching report parts to be used for their business. One of the most important visual customization options that can be utilized to create aesthetically pleasing reports is the ability to add conditional formatting to fields, labels, or pieces of a chart. We will start off with a basic bar chart that is showing a total freight divided up by country. We will limit the list down to only a select few countries. In this case, we will select USA, Mexico, and Canada to work with. As we can see, the default layout of this chart utilizes the default HighCharts light blue shade for each bar. But if we want to make each bar a distinct or meaningful color, we can simply use conditional formatting to accomplish this. In this case, we will select the country field and then select the conditional formatting option from the Field Properties panel on the right side of the screen. From the drop-down, we will select Value and then Add Setting to create conditional formatting. For our value, we will enter in USA and then select a specific shade of blue from the color wheel to the right. If we want to do conditional formatting on multiple report parts with USA values and have a uniform color for each, it may be beneficial to write down or remember the RGB values that we've selected. We can also do the same conditional formatting for the remaining countries, giving them a unique color and making note of their RGB color scheme for future reference. We can then select the entire report part for customization. If we select the Report Part Properties panel on the right side of the screen, we can then begin making report part level customizations. We can add a border and adjust the line style from solid to dash, or set its color. Background color customizations can be made here to divert from the standard white backgrounds offered in Izenda. Adjustments to the XY plane can be made to shift how the data is being displayed, change titles, manage custom intervals or starting points, and do some basic font formatting. Grid lines can be added to make exploring the data in a bar chart more precise. If the labels are bunched together or do not seem to fit properly underneath their columns, adjustments can be made to slant the label to make it more legible. Many chart types also allow for a legend to be added to add further context to a visualization that is being displayed. This column chart will place labels at the top for easy readability, while other charts like pie charts can have percentages or their labels also added to the visualization. Visual thresholds can be modified to show benchmarks on both the horizontal and vertical axis, depending on the selected chart type. In this case, we will put a threshold at $5,000 to show a line of profitability. There are also a few options for manipulating the zoom on a specific axis, inverting the visualization, and setting up auto refresh intervals to automatically update a visualization with fresh data in real time. Conditional formatting can also be used for values to emphasize data in specific value ranges. For instance, if we have a column chart that shows total sales, perhaps it would be beneficial to show every value above a specific threshold displayed in green and everything under a specific number shown in red. This way, those analyzing the data will be able to quickly draw conclusions from a specific dataset and then make business decisions. While charts, gauges, or maps can add aesthetic value to any application without much work, tabular grids are often seen as being more static or vanilla visualizations of the data that they represent. Fortunately, Izenda offers many customization options for these as well. All of the aesthetic font and alignment options that a user would expect appear in the Field Properties or the Report Part Properties tab. But also, individual columns can be modified to have alternative text to display specific values with custom names. Custom URLs can be set up to append parameters on the end of the entered URL. JavaScript can be attached to a column and manually added, and individual columns can be linked to subreports based on some user-defined field mapping. In addition to the column-level customizations, the report part customizations can take a normal-looking grid into something colorful and eye-catching. The same conditional formatting options can be added to make entire cells or text pop out to bring attention to them. But as well, there are some flags to alternate background color on columns and rows, add background color or borders, and the ability to manage column titles, font size, and color. If report designers take the time to customize their report parts, they can create eye-catching reports that can be both informative and aesthetically pleasing. Also, because white labeling is such a major point of emphasis for any Izenda deployment, Adjusting colors to better blend reports in with the standard UI and UX of any application is always helpful to achieve a truly invisible Izenda deployment. For more tips on designing report parts, reports, dashboards, or anything Izenda, feel free to visit our website, view our documentation, or watch additional videos for more information.